Welcome everyone, my name is Dr. Nathan Shea Rodriguez. Most people know me as Dr. Nate, and I will be your instructor for this summer session of JMS410, Media and Sexuality. And that is just what it is, a summer session. I think sometimes students get enrolled in a summer session not really knowing what to expect or exactly what it is. Summer sessions are very high intensity. It is condensing all of a regular spring or fall semester, which is usually 16 weeks, into a 4-week course. Some professors tend to do it synchronously, where they want you to meet every single day. I will be doing it asynchronously on a weekly type of basis. You're going to have a total of 5 modules that you're going to be doing, but you will have benchmarks and things due on Tuesdays and on Fridays. So every Tuesday, every Friday, you will have a couple of things due. Now remember, it is a high intensity course, so we're condensing all that things. So you will be doing quite a great amount of reading, of watching television shows and movies, and writing. And if you think that maybe that is just too much for you to spend summer one on, then this probably is not the course for you. So let's go over the syllabus and you can see if this is something you want to stick with. It is a great course. You're going to learn a lot about human sexuality, about the media. We're going to learn a lot about not just what some people might call the traditional heterosexual type of romantic portrayals and sexual portrayals in the media, but also LGBTQ portrayals as well too. So let's go ahead and go over the syllabus and the operating system that we're going to be doing. Canvas is what we're going to be doing for, or what we're going to be using for this summer semester. In fact, SDSU will be switching over to Canvas in the next couple of semesters. So by fall of 2021, I believe, all classes at San Diego State University will be using Canvas. So that's the operating system that we're going to be using, and that's where you're going to find all of the information that you need. So when you log into your Canvas account, as you see here, you are going to be directed to the home page, and it has a little bit about what the course is, and it has the 5 modules that you are going to be needing. We're going to do the basics. We're going to talk about women in media, masculinity in media, LGBTQ in media, and then we're going to go back to the basics again, kind of revisit what we talked about in the very beginning, and then wrap everything up with our final project. The syllabus is located in 2 spots. The first one is right here on the left. This menu right here will have the syllabus on it. You can click there and the syllabus will be there as well too. You can also go to the first module, which is the basics, and go to the very first one, which is module 1.1. And there is a copy of the syllabus here as well too, and it has all the class information that you need, how the class is structured with lectures and my watch and write type of assignments, and then the very first assignment you have here, which is your goals reflection. So let's take a look at your syllabus right here. If you click on the little magnifying glass, it will open right here like in a preview. If you click on the link itself, it will download to your computer. So this is the syllabus that you're looking at. What is expected? Well, I'm expecting you to actually do the readings, do the viewings of the assigned media, and take notes if there's anything that you need clarification on, anything that you need to remember. I am always available for any type of one-on-one consultations, any questions you have, and office hours. I almost skipped over this right here. The information that's most important, I think, for a lot of students is how to get a hold of me if you need to. These are, I don't have any specific Zoom office hours for the summer. I will meet you on your time. So all you have to do is send me an email, say, Dr. Nate, I want to meet for office hours, and I will accommodate you. And then this is the Zoom link right here to be able to connect to the office hours once we have arranged a time. So I'm expecting you to be devoted to your readings and media viewings, observe just in general around you when you're consuming any type of mass media or interacting with people for some of the theories and concepts that we talk about in class, a commitment to be introspective, to be reflective, to pay attention, to integrate all those good things. Also to be courteous when you do participate online. There's going to be discussion boards that you're doing, and you're going to be interacting with your classmates, and while I do not want to stifle your opinion or your creative flow, I do want you to be courteous and respectful. So keep that in mind. And then if there's any clarification that you need about any of these expectations or about the class itself, you can email me and let me know. There's not going to be any books required for this course. You are going to need a Netflix subscription and a Hulu subscription. I do know that there is a kind of free month trial type of thing with Netflix. So if you don't have a Netflix account, you can try it for free and then turn it off after this class if you don't want to. You can also share accounts with family members, friends, students. I don't really care as long as you have access to Netflix. There's also a bundle together for students that bundles Spotify and Hulu together. So for one small price, not only are you getting the Hulu, but you're also getting Spotify as well. And I placed the link on here for you as well. So that's all you need is Netflix and Hulu. And then any other readings that I assign to you are going to be given to you in a PDF format on Canvas, so you don't have to worry about purchasing any books for that. This is an upper division standing. You need to be very cognizant about what I call Dr. Nate's necessities, directions, and deadlines. As long as you're following and meeting both, you are going to be just fine. Also, a note for you, contact etiquette and directive is very important, not just when you communicate with your professors, but as you go out into the professional world. Some of you may already be part of that. You do need to have some kind of professional salutations in the way you communicate with people, and I want you to practice that in this class. So be sure that when you send an email to me, that you do include proper salutations, Dr. Nate, Dr. Rodriguez, Dr. Nathan Rodriguez, and you do include proper titles. You tell me what class you're referring to, you tell me your name and what exactly you're referring to, and then I will respond to your email and we can correspond that way. Please allow 1 to 2 business days, although I usually respond very much quicker than that. These are the learning objectives. I'm not going to go over all of them. I will let you be able to go over them yourself at your own pace. These are the ACEJMC competencies. What that means is that our school is accredited. Your degree means something. And so these are a list of all the competencies that you as a JMS student will learn in our school. If you are not a JMS student, then this doesn't really pertain to you, but it is interesting to read and see what you're getting out of this class and which one of these competencies it does address. This is my grading system. It is going to be adhered to very strictly. Please do not ask for me to round your grade up to another number grade, or if you're just points away from getting another letter grade, I will not be doing that. I will work with people on a one-on-one individual basis to make up any work if it falls within the parameters of makeup work, which we'll go over here in just a second. But just in general, the grade you get is the grade that you get. I've also made a quick little grid here of the assignments that you will have this semester in JMS 410. You will have a positionality statement due on May 27th, which also happens to be my birthday. Discussion boards, you're going to have 5 total that are due throughout the semester. Critical media critique and analysis, that is going to be your final, actually, for the course. That's going to be due on July 6th, which is a Monday. And then reading and viewing reflection papers, you're going to have 12 reflection papers due. So all in all, you have 17 what I call watch and reads, or watch and writes is what I call them. And then you're going to have a total of 2 other assignments, which is the positionality statement and the critical media critique analysis. So be sure you are keeping up to date with when those things are due, because like I mentioned before, summer is a very high intense, fast paced type of environment. And so you're going to have something due every Tuesday and Friday, and you're probably going to be having a lot of stuff to do. So watch and write assignments, what are they? Well, I want you to watch something and then write about it. It's just like it sounds. I've broken them up into 2 different types of categories, which are reflections and discussion boards. For reflections, they are denoted in the course schedule, which is at the very last page of the syllabus, with an R, and that means that you are going to write a 1 to 2 page paper, no more, no less, aim for 3 to 5 paragraphs about what you saw. Now, don't just write anything, because each and every single one of your watch and write assignments do have very unique specific prompts, and you will be graded on how you address and answer those prompts. So be sure you are checking what the prompt is first before you write what it is that you are going to write. So for the reflections, you're going to write a reflection paper, 3 to 5 paragraphs, and then turn it in. For the discussion boards, you are going to be posting a 3 to 5 paragraph discussion. So it's just an initial post, kind of what you would do maybe in the reflection, but you're going to post it in the discussion board, and then you have to have that in by Tuesday. Then by Friday, you have to comment on at least 2 other class members' discussion posts as well. So on Tuesday, you go and you put your discussion post up, and then you come back later on in the week and check who else has put a discussion post up, and then you reply to those 2. Remember that you do have to, in order to get credit for the discussion post, have the original post by Tuesday and the 2 replies by Friday. So if it is a discussion post, it's going to have the letter D, and it's going to be denoted in the course schedule. If it's a reflection post, it's going to have the letter R, and that's going to be denoted in the course schedule as well too. Also, when you go into your modules, which I'll show you here in a second, it also will take you directly to the discussion post or directly to the reflection post. That way you have a little bit of more awareness as to what it is that we're doing, since it is a fast-paced type of environment. Your positionality vlog is you are going to record a mini video posted on YouTube, and you're going to talk about your positionality. It'll make more sense what the word means once you watch the lecture that corresponds with that assignment. Your critical media critique or analysis is going to be the viewing of a LGBTQ movie or show of your choice, and you're going to write a critical cultural critique about it. It will be an LGBTQ related media. If that is something that you do not want to do, then again, this probably isn't the class for you. I will not be substituting assignments. You will do what is asked for you in the syllabus. If you do not want to, then of course you are free not to take the class as well. Deadlines are important. Any project or makeup policy is governed by the SDSU overall kind of rules and policies and regulations. Makeup assignments will only be granted for the observation of religious holidays and officially approved trips only. Now, I know that right now we're dealing a lot with COVID and with coronavirus, same thing, two different names sometimes. And if you happen to do get sick or there are other accommodations that need to be made because of sickness, I will work with you on a one-on-one basis, but you do need to contact me to make me aware of these things as they become available. And I even have a footnote right here about COVID-19 coronavirus. Also, the academic integrity and online civility policy is here. We have a policy not just for the School of Journalism and Media Studies, but also for the university as a whole, which is part of the San Diego, or which is part of the California state university system. And so those policies are listed right here for you. It all boils down to don't be mean, don't be a jerk, just be respectful and courteous, but by all means do not stifle your voice or your creativity. Just be cordial how you interact with other students about it. And all of this stuff right here just outlines that. It also talks about plagiarism. There will be zero tolerance for plagiarism. You will get a failing assignment and you will be directed to student rights and responsibilities. We do offer accommodations for disabilities, both physical and those that are considered maybe invisible disabilities, learning disabilities. You do need to contact the Office for Student Ability Success and get their accommodation forms filled out and then bring it to me. That way I can give you accommodations. They are not retroactive, so I cannot go back and accommodate things in the past. You do need to get them first in order for me to accommodate, and I'll be more than happy to accommodate you however you need. I'm here to work with you on that. All this right here is information on the coronavirus, COVID-19. There is links here for PSFA, for JMS, for SDSU as a whole. There is also links here to specific people that work in JMS and PSFA in case you do have any questions that are related to not just the academic part of it, but also maybe if you are looking for some type of resources, because we do offer resources. I also have links here for the library and for virtual learning, as well as for the economic crisis response team, better known as ECRT. They do help students with any kind of monetary problems they're having, issues with food insecurity, housing insecurity, or maybe you need resources like internet, laptops, things like that in order to complete your academic success here at San Diego State University. So they are able to help you with all that. Any other additional information you need, I have links here to the Division of Student Affairs. They have a whole bunch of links on here for you as well, to the Writing Center and the Counseling and Psychological Services, as well as another link again for the Economic Crisis Response Team. I put it on here twice because I think it's very important and they do a lot of great stuff for our students. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. If you need any kind of technical support for Canvas, I've also included that information here. I would love to be able to go in on my end and help you with it, but unfortunately I don't have access to a lot of the technological or technical type of things that you need on the back, whether that's technology or technical aspects, right? So because of that, you have to contact Canvas, which has 24-hour support, 7 days a week, even on holidays. So they're a really great resource here. I have all the information that you need here, as well as a video for how to set up your Canvas as well. At the end of the day, if you get up, dress up, show up, and do the minimum I ask of you, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna pass the class. But if you do more and you put as much of yourself into this to be successful, then you're gonna be successful. This right here is the tentative course schedule. It is tentative, which means I have the right to modify or change the readings and assignments, but I will never do that on the fly. I'll give you at least a week in advance for that information. So as you can see here, week 1 has everything that you need, what modules are being covered for that week, and I've highlighted all of the things that are due in yellow and blue. If it is highlighted in yellow, that means it is a reflection that is due. If it's highlighted in blue, then that is a discussion that is due. And as you can see, as the weeks go on, every Tuesday you will have a discussion due, and then every Friday you will have at least 2 reflections due. So you're doing 3 assignments per week. Be sure you check this schedule in advance and look at what it is that you have to do for that week. I know it seems like a lot, but again, it's a summer course. We have all that information that is usually 16 weeks crammed into 4 weeks. And so what you're going to be doing is watching at least 3 different media viewings. Some media viewings are are movies, and some are series. And when you watch a series, like for example, I want you to watch The Handmaid's Tale, you're going to watch at least 1 or 2 episodes. And in some cases where those episodes are shorter, like 25 minutes, like The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, I'm going to ask you to watch at least 4 of those episodes. So be sure you are carving out time during the week whatever your capacity is, to be able to watch these viewings and write the discussion and write the actual reflections as well too. There's no tests in the class, so I'm not asking you to memorize anything. I'm not asking you to go and do tests or quizzes. What I'm asking you to do is to have a very retrospective, introspective type of experience here, where you are taking in the lectures and then you are watching real world content, right? Media content, and integrating that stuff that you've learned in class with those mediated examples. So that is all that you're going to be doing in this class. So this is the whole course schedule there for you. So if you go back to the home page, you will find all of the information that you need here that corresponds with your class schedule. So for this week, you will be doing module 1 and the first part of module 2. So in module 1, here is the information you need. You click on the module and it will take you to the lecture for that week, and it'll take you to the assignment. And then I also have different videos here too that also correspond to the lectures and lessons that I want you to watch as well. Some of the videos do get, I think, more creative and fun as the semester goes on. So for example, if you come over here to like the masculinity unit, there's going to be a couple of videos that are embedded in here that you can then watch here. So like the American Male short film, and then a lot of these funny masculine type of commercials that you're going to be doing as well too. So the lecture will be here, and then your assignment. And like I mentioned, right, since this one's a discussion, you click on it, it'll take you directly to the discussion that you need to do. So this is where you are going to navigate all of the information that you need. If there is any questions that you have, any guidance that you need, any help, or you just want to say, hey, hello, what's up, and check in with me, I welcome you to send me an email. My email address is listed on the front page of the syllabus. You can also, like I mentioned before, come to it right here. This is the email that you can contact me at, and we can set up Zoom office hours, and then we can kind of correspond and talk on email first to set up a Zoom time and a Zoom meeting, and then you will meet with me face-to-face through Zoom. So I am very excited about this semester. Media and Sexuality is kind of one of those courses that I have taken under my wing. It is the first class or first course that I have kind of taken and made into my own and restructured and redone when I came here to San Diego State University 3.5 years ago. And so because of that, it is something that's near and dear to me. It is, I think, a broad representation of sexuality in all terms, in all regards. We also tackle not just sexual orientation and sexuality, but also gender identity as well too. So it's a broad spectrum of different types of identities and different types of mediated representations that we will be looking over. As I mentioned in the beginning, for a lot of individuals, they really don't know what they're getting into with the summer. And so hopefully after seeing this video, you have a little bit more understanding that this summer course is something that is high intense, that it is something that is going to have a lot of commitment from you in terms of getting it done. Most students take summer courses because they want to get that elective or that required course out of the way in a quicker time, or because they have time during the summer to work on it. So you will be turning in at least 3 items per week, watching at least 3 different groups of media sets per week. If it's something that maybe seems undoable for you or something that you're just not interested in, you may drop the class and take another one. But if you do decide to stay, which I hope you do, then we're going to have a lot of fun this semester. We're going to have a lot of interesting information given to you and given to me, because I like this to be a reciprocal process where I interact with you, you interact with me. And if there's any examples that you have, maybe anything that I'm missing, something I can integrate into the class, more modern, recent examples that happen like on the fly, day-to-day stuff, because we know that there's a lot of examples out there, definitely let me know and we'll integrate it into the class in some capacity. So I look forward to being able to be your instructor for the summer session that starts May 26th and goes all the way through July 6th. Any clarifications or any information that you need, please let me know. Contact me via email. I look forward to a great semester.